This is Cal Knight again. In a recent Steam sale, I picked up a few games for a few dollars, and this is one of them. This is the game called was it Savage? Oh, that's pretty bad when you forget what the game is that you were just playing. Savage Lands, that's what it was. This is Savage Lands. It's still in alpha. So as you can tell, there's still some refinement to be made for it, or of it, or whatever. But this is just a quick playthrough, playing review versus a few pointers maybe if you want to play it. But this is after about 6 hours worth of play, give or take. This area over here is an area that is actually in ruins when you first start playing. I ended up rebuilding these buildings. Over here is where you actually start off at. But I suppose I could start over here. You start off. You're supposed to. This is kind of a little tutorial thing. You do the survival checklist to start off with. You have to find or build a weapon and do all this stuff. These are some things you can do with. You can build. We could go through those a little bit later. When you first start off, you are either a survivor of a shipwreck or something. I don't know exactly. I need to do something about those birds. Alright, anyway, so you wash ashore here. And yes, these are a few of my heads after I've died a few times. So you wash ashore here. This area is empty. The trees come out to about to where this rock is. You're given a few pointers by reading these things that are left here and there, books and writings and stuff to give you some background as to what's going on. But then you have to, build up an area that's safe to live in. As you look down the bottom here, there's, I can't really point it out without it disappearing, but let me show you. If you look down in this area, down the bottom right hand corner, you see that there's, you got 2 life bars. The top one is your actual life, that's health versus cold. As you start to freeze, then the top bar will start to become blue, and as your maximum life dwindles as you get frozen through. And you have to get warmed up to get that back. And the bottom portion, that's your energy versus your hunger. Energy is green, the hunger is orangish yellow. And you need to eat stuff. To make the hunger go away. And the green takes it back over. Yeah, I'll probably get rid of this. I should go over to the... No, too late. As you notice also, as you drop stuff in your vicinity, they'll appear on in this vicinity area. When you start off, you only have 8 inventory slots, which you can fill with bags. You get like 1 bag when you start off with, and it's this one here. You can put like little small pouches or make other things to fill it up with. And later on, you've got bigger. It's not that one. It's that one, I think. Yes, these various bags and stuff you can make. Excuse me. Chests are a little bit different. They work both as bags and as furniture to a certain extent. I don't have one here, but I have a couple of them in the back of the village area. But you can place it on the ground and fill it up with stuff, interact with them. One thing I do like about this game is that you can see when something is partially built. Campfires, as they burn out, they'll use up wood. And you can fill them back in with the wood. Once they reach the full wood again, then they'll start on fire again. But everything you build is like that. I'll start off with this being all yellow phantom type looking stuff. Then as you add stuff to them, they'll start to look more and more filled out until they look like they've been built. Each type of weapon that you see down the axes, and you got axes, you got hatchets. Hatchets and axes are best for used against trees and bushes and stuff. The hammers are better used against collecting stone-like things. Every stone, every big rock like this has a certain amount of times that you can harvest. And I've got a skeleton coming over here. Now they do a good job at animating these skeletons. They do look like shambling mounds of dead bones. And once you hear that thud, that means you've collected everything from that rock for that time period. And you can see these skeletons walking around at night by that blue miasma stuff that's glowing around their chest there. So like I was saying, hammers are best to be used against rock and rock deposits. Flint, coal, clay, various things. You can. This is a clay deposit here. These deposits will return over time. This is when you can. See, if you hear that clink, it means there's still something to be gotten from it. Once you hear it's like a thud sound, that's it's all tapped out for that time frame. Again, There's more of these little helpful hint things. There's also these stone slabs that will sometimes spawn in places. That one I've already picked up for this time frame. There might be another one up here sometimes. Got elk or deer, whatever those are. Salt. See my skeleton over here. Yeah, well, there's certain things you can pick out. You've got these little bushes that give you puffs of cotton, which you can use and make into strips of fabric. You see, these are. This is a chest. I got stuff in this one, so I can't pick it up. But if it's empty, if you were to take this stuff out and then go and look into your inventory, it'd be down here under vicinity. You'd be able to pick it up, remove it around and stuff. I don't think I've got anything to cook. Yeah, fresh water. Yeah, it turns ice into water. But yeah, there's other things you can make. Boar, sometimes boar, I'll see boar running around up there, deer. I see rabbits. Some of the stuff was probably going to be seen more inland. I see different stuff you can use in these. There's some light. Still need some tin stuff for that. And wood for that. There's various types of wood too. There's like the twig type stuff, which is stuff I think I've picked up a little bit. You got sticks. You've got logs, and then there's planks that you can get from turning logs into planks. Again, like I say, hatchets do best against actual wood. And those different parts of wood are used differently in making different things. And there we got our forge going. Or not forge, that's the forge over there. This is the smelter. One thing that you do have to get used to with this one is that it has different different buttons that you use instead of like E is like gathering stuff, or actually inventory, I guess. Because again, I'm looking. It's probably yeah. So E, you're looking towards one of your. Anyways, so yeah, E accesses things. But K is what you use to actually open up your manufacturing abilities. Tin ingot. Wow, I actually got my first forge going. And these your forge, your smelter. I'm not so sure about that one, but your forge and your smelter, at least, they produce heat. So if you're standing near them, then you'll actually stay warm. Just look down at the bottom there. I was getting a little bit cold for a time, but not anymore. Let's see, we got cook up more meat. Yeah, it's probably roughly halfway. So. That pushes away the hunger for a little bit, and then the energy starts going up again. Like I say, it is an alpha, so there's still some work to be done with, like, as you can see, the textures could probably get some more detail. There's a few things. And these two buildings here, they're completely burned to the ground when you first come across them. So you have to actually rebuild those. This here, from what I understand, is supposed to be a respawn point. You activate that, and you're supposed to respawn in this area next time you die. I don't think I've actually died since I've activated that. Maybe I've been one time. Another thing probably on this that could probably be seen some love is the sounds. The sounds are a little bit odd. Yes. Yeah, like I say, the sound's a little weird. Distance-wise, for things that you come across, are a little bit odd too. An elk or something could be walking across the hills over there, and you sound like they're like right next to you. So that could probably be improved upon. But all in all, it seems like it's got a decent. It seems like it's got a decent premise to it. I'm not sure how deep the story gets. I'm only gotten a few hours into it, but so far, it looks like there's something that'd be. If you like games like Conan Exiles, this is probably a similar game to that, because you got like nodes that you harvest for materials. So also pretty bleak. It's kind of bleak. It seems like everybody's dead too. You don't see anybody else alive unless you get some friends playing with you. Flint's usually pretty easy to harvest. Depending, of course, what you're using to harvest it. Clay. I think the tin node is a little bit harder to harvest. This is that's the coal one. Like I say, these come back after a time. One little oddity about harvesting stone is that sometimes you'll hear or you'll see like you get salt or flint or even sometimes ice from these things. It's a little bit odd, but salt, flint, maybe. There's something you can probably get from stone, I suppose. But the ice one is a little weird, especially when you have like there's actually like ice deposits in a few places here and there. But whatever. So it's starting to get dark again. One thing I will say about this game is that it's very dark. It is. If you don't have any light sources whatsoever, it's gonna. It gets really dark, really fast. So you probably want to put these torch sconces, or whatever we'll call them. Pedestals, torch pedestals, everywhere that you can. I see it's salt, and normally it's a stone slab. Now, if a stone slab doesn't appear where you normally see them at, you can also make them too. The stone slab can be made from stone and clay. Here. Ta-da! Darn. Anyways. So yes, you see as it gets dark, it gets pretty dark pretty quick. You can see the skeletons wandering around out there. I'm not sure how exactly the skeleton undead spawning works. I don't know if they like to spawn in the dark or what, but put another one over here. You can scroll through your mouse wheel. Now turn around. Stone. Yeah, these things will eat up stone like heck. Well. Still sunken. This lean-to. This will help keep you warm at night. And if you notice you're starting to get cold down the bottom, then you can hang out in one of these lean-tos or one of the other structures you have. These are some things you can build. I think this is for, gloating over if you've killed somebody. Some various different walls you can make. So the lean-to is the easiest to make with the starting materials you get. Then you get more complex structures that you can build. And each of these gets more and more hit points. This one's got 15,000 hit points. Pretty sure that's not that's a skeleton on there. It's undead aren't too terribly hard to kill off or re-kill, if you want to consider that. You just gotta make sure you stay out from in front of them because they have a sense to run at you and do damage to you that way. I haven't had any issues with game crashing on you or on me. I don't think. I don't remember. It hasn't crashed on me that I recall. So I mean, if that's any indication of just how stable of a game it is, even though it is an alpha. You see how dark it is out there. If I had $1 million, I'd be rich. It's pretty dark over here. I might make another one of these. Someone's running around the ground there. Guess I just enough for one. That stinks. It was one of my heads there. It's all thumping. Guess we got some ice here. Dragon on top of that tower over there is spewing fire and stuff. It's thumping. Yeah. So thankfully, at least one good thing about this game is that you can see at least the undead coming. I don't know about any of the other predators or creatures of the night. I'm building up a trap here. Need one wood plank. Let's see if we have enough stone to finish off this. Yay! So yeah, this is Savage Lands. So it's got potential. I don't know how deep it gets story-wise, but as a survival game goes, it's interesting. It has a really dark theme to it. You can play. I'm playing solo, but you can play sort of a multiplayer cooperative option too. But I say as of right now, I'm just playing solo. Yeah, so it says this is Savage Lands. If you, I got it for only like a few bucks from the Steam store. I think currently, I think it runs like about $10. It's not on sale, so it's not horribly bad price-wise. Sky is looking pretty good too. But Savage Lands. If you like this video, please leave a like and a comment down the bottom. Like if you have an idea for another game for me to look over, or to get off Steam, or what have you. Yeah, just let me know, and not look into it. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And please keep an eye out for other videos on the way. We're probably going to be doing some other cheap titles I got for cheap off of Steam, and yeah, keep an eye out for those. Thanks again for watching, and this is Cal Knight signing out.